All right, this week for Gwin's Pillbox, I want to show you how SSRIs work. Those are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Those are medications for depression. Okay, serotonin's our feel-good girl. She's a neurotransmitter that helps us with depression and helps us feel good. So I want to show you a little bit about how this process works. Okay, so we have a stimulus. Somebody smiles at you or whatever, and so electricity follows down to the end of the nerve. These are nerve endings here. And this gap in the middle, this is our synaptic gap, and it's a river, okay? So we have a stimulus, someone smiles at you, that current comes down, it stimulates the end of the nerve cell, the garage door comes up, and releases chemicals. They're chemical keys, they turn processes on. So the chemical comes across the synapse, and if you bring your hand up, and it turns it on, and we think, oh, I feel good, okay? So let's do it one more time. So we have a stimulus, electricity goes down, it stimulates on the end of the nerve. The garage door comes open. Here comes the chemicals, chemical keys, because they turn things on. Okay, chemical comes across the gap, turns it on, and we go, that was serotonin, so we go, I feel good. Okay, now there's one more process that happens with this, and it's called re-uptake. So to keep our body at balance, once they turn processes on, chemicals are going to come back. There's like a vacuum cleaner in this garage, okay? So I'll have you hold the other hand up, and you go, there you go. So when the chemical happens, that chemical is going to come back, and it's going to reuptake. It's going to recycle, and then it's going to sit on the end of that nerve ending until it gets ready. Go ahead and drop your hand. Until it gets ready then for everything to fire again. That's how our body keeps itself at balance, okay? So here we go with an SSRI. We've given somebody a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor for depression, okay? So stimulus comes, here comes the garage door, the chemical key comes open, we turn it on, I feel good. Okay, wait a minute. Now we have our SSRI. We've given it, it goes in the brain, goes in the spinal fluid, and put your vacuum cleaner up there. Okay, we're gonna block the reuptake. So chemical goes across and we go, I feel good. The chemical comes back, you can't recycle. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. So that's how these chemicals work. They stop the reuptake. They stop the recycling of these chemicals so they come back in the nerve endings. That way they stay out here longer and we can get some help with some depression. That's with serotonin. That's cocaine. It works the same way, but it works with the chemical dopamine. So the chemical comes across. And cocaine is a dopamine inhibitor. So dopamine comes and we're like, yeah, okay, cocaine, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good. It doesn't reuptake because that drug has blocked the reuptake. Lastly, now let's see, how does ecstasy work? Okay, remember I said electrical stimulus comes down, it's electrical, then chemical, and when this gets turned on, then it's electrical and chemical, and on it goes. With ecstasy, we don't even need any stimulus. We know no stimulus at all. What it does is it opens all the garage doors. All the garage doors open, and serotonin floods in the system. And then there we have the high from ecstasy. So that's how some of these chemicals work that affect our neurotransmitters or our brain chemicals. That's it for Gwin's Pillbox for this week. Thanks, guys.